What's going on, guys? We are back with another NFL predicts. Nah, what do you mean? Nothing happened last week. Yeah, last week in the NFL was just so crazy that big man think I'm about to go over to water polo. I mean, tell me, would you guys like to see that water polo? Yeah, I think people would like to see that more. But anyway, enough joking aside. I did really well last week, actually. First game, Rams versus Seahawks. I picked the Rams. Russell Wilson hurt his finger. Hope he gets well soon. Smith did not do too bad, all things considered. Next game, Jets versus Atlanta. I picked Atlanta, and they almost blew it, but they did end up winning in the end. Next game, Carolina at Philadelphia. Bro, Carolina they're now officially on fraud watch. And we're going to create a list called Fraud Watch. And yep, bro, that's the Panthers. And the next game was crazy. Like 5 missed field goals combined between Cincinnati and Green Bay. Bro, honestly, I swear, no one wanted to win this game. Nobody wanted to win this game. And anyway, on to the next game. New England looked pretty bad, but they still squeak out a win because it's the Texans. And next game, Jacksonville versus Tennessee. Jacksonville, Urban Meyer should still be fired. No doubt in my mind about that one. Next game, Detroit versus Minnesota. I picked Minnesota. Detroit almost pulled it out, but ultimately Minnesota had too much talent in the last minute drive. And reportedly Dan Campbell was crying after the game, which can't bite kneecaps off if you're crying. But anyway, on to the next game. Denver versus Pittsburgh. I went with Denver. Foolish. As Nutsy poos that. My minions did it. Because, all Steelers fans are secretly in a dark corner in the back of their room just plotting to take over the NFL. And anyway, on to the next game. Miami has looked so bad just as a team. I don't know what's wrong. They went from lovable underdogs, to holy shit, they can't. This is the team that we thought that we were going to get 2 years ago. Struggling to get wins. Next game, Saints against Washington. Honestly, I can't make anything of the Saints. But I did pick the Saints to win. Next game, Cleveland versus LA. We're not going to talk about this game because it secretly maybe died just a little bit inside. Okay, the next game did not happen. Nothing happened in Las Vegas. Jon Gruden, what the hell, man? Why are you describing a player like that? Big man, Jon Gruden's gonna be running down to Tesco to try to. No, he's gonna be running down to Verizon to try to get his email destroyed. They can prove it was me if it does not exist. But in my opinion, he deserves to be fired, and it's a rough point in the season for them. This is their best season so far under John Gruden, and it sucks that it had to come out now, but hey. But in my opinion, hey, Al Davis planned it so he would not have to pay John Gruden the rest of his 10-year contract and save him a lot of money in the process. You know, so Al Davis can... Wait, who's even their owner? Ah! Mikel Arteta's hair. Mark Davis. Yeah, Mark Davis can go to P.F. Chang's as much as he wants after this. Next game, San Francisco at Arizona. A rare offensive struggle for Arizona. Next game, Giants versus Cowboys. I think Fisher's gonna be excited and hype about that one. Obviously, Kadarius Toney's. What the fuck are you thinking, dude? And I have some friends that are Giants fans, and they were, yeah, he did. I'm like, I don't even know what he did, so. Next game, Buffalo. Bro, Buffalo is just a juggernaut at this point. Versus Kansas City. Yo, what did Pittsburgh do? I know we've been talking about this for like 3 weeks now. Next game, Ravens versus Indianapolis. I don't know what's good with the Ravens, though. I mean, they just did find a way to pull it out, so. Anyway, this week's games. Tampa Bay versus Philadelphia. Tampa Bay, easily. Miami versus Jacksonville. Miami? Just because Jacksonville's that bad. Chargers versus Chargers. I think Chargers pull it out. Minnesota versus Carolina. I'm gonna go Minnesota. Yeah, I have the away team winning every game so far. Green Bay versus Chicago. Green Bay. Cincinnati versus Detroit. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. Houston versus Indianapolis. I'm gonna go with Indianapolis. I mean, Indianapolis is still not the best team, but hey, I mean they're alright. Rams versus Giants. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. Washington versus the Chiefs. This may be a hot take, but I think the Chiefs win. Cleveland versus Arizona. Arizona is looking good right now. And the battle be of dysfunction versus I don't even know what the hell. Las Vegas versus the Denver Broncos. I'm gonna go with Las Vegas. Dallas versus New England at New England. I think New England won. Pittsburgh versus Seattle. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh makes Geno Smith look like a goof. And Buffalo versus Tennessee. Buffalo is just a juggernaut. Only team that could stop Buffalo is a team full of superheroes. And even then, I think they'll have a hard time. Anyway, yeah, really short in comparison, but I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good one, and I'm out. Bye.